What is going on? Welcome back to the Binkz and Doodle Effect. I am one of your hosts, Binkz, and as always, I'm always joined here with Mr. DrewskiDoodles, and today we have a very special guest right below me over here, Mr. Manny. How are you, Manny?
Doing great.
Manny also likes to go by Chocolate Bear.
See me on PlayStation.
Hit him up on the PlayStation. Manny has been on podcasts with us before and Exposed After Dark. This is his first appearance on the Binkz and Doodle Effect. So we welcome you and we thank you for having you on this week.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
With that being said, we are going to just touch on our sponsor for the week. It is going to be Thrive Fantasy. So Thrive Fantasy is a little different than FanDuel and DraftKings. It is all prop bets. You're not actually making a roster. You're just pretty much placing prop bets. So if you want to bet the over-under on Mahomes throwing for 310 yards or Kelsey receiving 70 yards, you can do that. They have over $50,000 in guaranteed prizes for both the MLB playoffs and the NFL, as well as the PGA Tour. If you use the code GETLIVID, when you sign up, you'll get a 100% match on your deposit up to $50 as long as you have a minimum of a $20 deposit. So use the code GETLIVID, 100% match, instantly will be in your account for up to $50. Download it, start playing, rack up your points, win some money. Thrive Fantasy.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Moving forward, we got the MLB going on with the playoffs. As we touched on last week, I know me and Andrew are gloriously happy that the New York Yankees are eliminated.
So happy.
I had a field day. I turned on the game. I didn't watch the entire game. I turned on the game literally as the home run happened in the bottom of the eighth. And I was screaming, jumping around, and I was just super, super stoked that the Yankees were eliminated. I just want to touch on one thing before we get into it. Manny, you're a Yankee fan.
Yes.
I don't know if you were watching the game or not, but Yankee fans who are listening or watching, Stanton led off that inning, and that man didn't take the bat off his shoulder.
I hate him.
Well, what was he looking at? Like,
That's
I don't know what his
three.
deal is, dude.
That strike three pitch was like an 89-mile-an-hour changeup, or it was just an off-speed pitch. He could have put that in the second deck. That was the pitch to hit, and he just froze.
I feel like the Yankees have a habit of taking just like superstars in different teams, and then they come over and they're just complete shitbox players.
That's funny. I feel the same with the Mets.
Because like Andrew, I can name so many people like Andrew McCutchen, the same exact thing. He was a Yankee and just completely was ass. I mean, that's Giancarlo for you.
Yeah, Listen, I'm very happy that the Yankees are out. Now we root against Houston. I feel like America combined is rooting against Houston. And the good thing is Tampa Bay is up 2-0 as of tonight right now.
Oh, yeah.
So Tampa just needs 2 more wins. I'm personally rooting for Tampa to win the whole thing. Not because they knocked out the Yankees. But I don't want to... I don't want either the Dodgers or Atlanta to win, to be honest with you. I don't like either of them. Plus, with when Tampa beat the Yankees, they played New York, and that was savage. It was so savage, so I respect them.
Move.
I respect Tampa so much for doing that. So Tampa has my vote. I'm all in for Tampa. Going forward with the NBA, Lakers won the championship. Manny, what is that for us? I don't know. But LeBron has what? Is that his 4th championship?
4 for 6.
Congrats to LeBron. You're still not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is still it.
Don't get me started on LeBron.
I don't even watch basketball.
I can go all day about that, dude. Like, I can't. Another time and place. Another time and place. He's just
Anthony
like
Davis has his first ring. I think it's his first ring, right?
Yeah, it was his first one.
Good for him.
Yeah. Rondo has the first one to get a ring for the Celtics and the Lakers, which is like never been done before because they're huge, heated rivals, which is actually pretty cool to see. Actually,
That is actually pretty cool.
Okay.
See, this is why
Yeah.
we need more
I'm with
NBA
that.
people knowledge on the podcast.
Neither of us are.
But congrats to LeBron. I personally, I still always think Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, and you're really not going to convince me because I know nothing about basketball. I just know the two. So
I just know.
MJ's it. But a lot happening in the NHL, Andrew. It's going to be all you with all the free agency. Touch on that real quick
Free
before we
agency
dive
madness,
into the NFL.
baby. that hot free agency market. Let's see what we have. We had a big one was Bobby Ryan. He got bought out by the Senators, which was wild because he went to rehab for alcoholism. Came back.
Good for him.
It was awesome. Very good for him. But then the Senators buy him out, which is a little bogus. Unless he asks for it, that's one thing. He got signed to the Red Wings 1 year, $1 million. Love to see it. The Red Wings made a lot of moves. I think they're going to re-sign him if he plays well, which he will. He's a great player. We had Henrik Lundqvist sign with the Washington Capitals.
Rest in peace.
Ouch. Ouch.
You know what's gonna suck? That when we play the Capitals, he's gonna start and he is going to shut us down. What scares me.
Yeah, it's not going to be fun playing them. Thank God that
seem to always
there's
play
no
so
fans
much
in the
better.
stands.
You seem to play always so much better against a team that got rid of you.
No comment. We'll see when we play them. I really hope there's no fans in the stands. We had Braden Holtby who go to Vancouver for a lot of money, a lot of hockey money. 2 years, total of $8.6 million. That's a lot of hockey money. Anton Hudobin stayed with the Stars 3 years, a total of $10 million for a platoon goalie. That's a shit ton of money. What a big one. Kevin Shattenkirk to the Ducks 3 years at $11 million, which is way too much. They overpaid for Kevin Shattenkirk. He's not that good. But he has won a cup, so I do. But he's not worth $11 million.
That's a lot of money in hockey for those who don't know.
That's way too much money for him. He's not that great.
Like if you wanted to get rich in a sport, hockey is not the way you go. Because
no,
11 million is a big that's a huge contract.
I mean
11 million.
Yeah, like a max contract, like a max one, or no?
No. I mean that's over 3 years. It's not 1 year.
Yeah.
Like the highest contract, the highest paid player for 1 year right now, I think is 12 million. I think. But that's there's a huge gap between the top 10 players and everybody else. Usually it's between $1 million to $5 million a year, depending on the player.
And to think of that, if you're looking at a baseball, football guy, I mean, $11 million a year is for an above average guy. So
they make that in a week.
Yeah, literally.
It's crazy for a sport with players with so much heart. There's just not. I mean, it's a lot of money. We're not going to pretend like it's not a lot of money.
I'll sign me up for that right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. We had the St. Louis Blues after they lost Alex Pietrangelo. They didn't sign him again, but they signed Torrey Krug, who was a younger, honestly better Alex Pietrangelo. He's making $50 million over 7 years, so that's a nice payday for him. The Devils made some moves. They got Corey Crawford, a Stanley Cup champion, so that's going to add some veteran leadership with their young goalie. And the only other real big one was the big fish, Alex Pietrangelo, going to the Vegas Golden Knights, 7 years, $62 million. Too much money, too long of a contract, but that's what he wanted. Pietrangelo's 31. He's not going to finish that contract, I can guarantee it. But the Knights are the best team in the West, honestly, so it's probably going to work out pretty well for them. But if they don't win in 4 years, then that's a huge waste of money.
Damn.
That was all the big names off the board. It was maddening watching that all day. That's all I did that day. I was off that day, and I watched NHL Network for 6 hours. And I loved every second of it.
Is that it, Andrew? Is that all the free agents?
Is it? No, but it's all the big names. Now we wait until the training camp opens. They have a target date of January 1st for the season to start. Let's hope they hit that.
Good for them.
The next season to start?
Yeah, January.
Yeah, January 1st.
Oh, wow.
They're trying to.
It would have started by
on
now.
track. Yeah, they're trying to get back on track. So it's going to be a 60-game season. and it's going to end then when it usually ends in June.
And then
it'll
then
go back on
21-22
track
will be
for
back to
October.
normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the NHL and the NBA seasons basically run completely concurrently.
Yeah. So, moving forward, though, with football. Probably the second biggest story of the week. Foles beating Brady again.
I don't know if you got that. It's just in that Bell just got released.
Did he really?
Oh,
Like,
we have
Bell
just
got
this just
released.
in just now?
Yep,
Like this just in?
It's just in.
Wow, what a big hot take.
First to report it.
Why?
I don't know.
Whoa.
That doesn't make any sense.
Dude, I'm telling you this. Adam Gase first ruined Jay. Now he ruined Le'Veon Bell. Put that into
Wait.
perspective.
I didn't even get that update yet.
Yeah, I'm on NFL.com. Yeah, why would they do that?
Oh my god, that is unreal.
Okay? So like, let's break this down.
Okay,
here.
so now
He's
third
still-
biggest. What I was gonna say would be third biggest. So now biggest thing right now is
still
just Bell being released.
The biggest thing,
absolutely a starting running back on some teams, and the Jets being one of them. And if they don't want him, why are they not going to find a trade partner? There's got to be something behind the scenes that happened because there's no reason for that.
Yeah, how do you
Le'Veon
release
Bell
someone
can
like
start
Bell?
on any team on the NFL right now.
Yeah,
How do you
the Jets
release
Any
lost
team, any team.
the one massive piece of trade bait they had.
This is why I don't even want to be a Jet fan anymore. But like, I will always bleed green and white, no matter what they do and how much they hurt me. I will always be a Jet fan. Why don't you trade Bell? Why is that just a release? If you don't want Bell on your team, you trade him. Even if it's for a draft pick, you trade him. I need to
I
know.
guess they want to
Doesn't
unload
make
the
any
contract. I just wanted to unload the contract.
I guess.
That's
But even
my only guess.
Still, like, get something back for him.
Oh my god.
Do you think he signs with the Giants? Do you think the Giants pass on Devonta Freeman?
No.
The Giants.
No?
Freeman did great.
Yeah,
He's
Freeman will
doing
be
a
fine.
really good job.
Where do you think
He's doing a
Bell
great job.
goes? Who
would he go?
Who needs a running back like Bell right now?
Lions.
They
They have
got
AP
Swift,
though.
though.
They have
AP's
Swift
not-
and AP. AP's been balling.
He's not doing terrible, but I mean, or
I don't know. Where does he go?
It would be
I
the
don't
biggest.
know.
It would be the biggest like jab in the back.
Chicago? Or do they stick with
Nah,
Montgomery?
you could go Montgomery. What
Montgomery's
if
crushing it.
Bell goes to the Patriots?
He could. New England is one of them.
He could. He honestly
Because I
Okay,
mean,
they don't.
James White, Michelle, and
baby.
Burkhead. Granted, they have a great committee, but if you have someone now, you throw in someone like Bell. I don't know. I don't know if Belichick
Oh
would,
my
would
God,
do
this
that.
is wild.
That is amazing.
well, when the Patriots won the Super Bowl, they had Jeremy Hill, James White.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Sony
that's the
Michel.
Patriots thing is
So it's
committee
like-
running backs.
You never know. Yeah.
Fantasy wise, though, you
I
know
don't
who
know.
has Le'Veon Bell fantasy? This guy right here.
This actually, though, no, this could easily work out in your favor now, though, if it gets signed to a team that's
You
gonna
know what?
actually
That
not
is true.
suck.
That's true. You know what? And he's not like a necessity that needs to be started on my roster in that league.
Yeah, he could easily turn into
So-
a top tier running back now, like fantasy wise.
You know where he can go? The Chargers.
Chargers actually, yeah. They
Because
lost
they
Chargers,
lost Eckler.
Yeah, the Chargers
lost
could actually
Eckler.
use. And you know
Also-
what? Herbert with Bell would be nice. Dude, that kid is on the money.
Yeah.
That kid is gonna be.
He is.
it.
He's nice. He's
They
real
would
nice.
be the same tandem that they had with Melvin Gordon
And
and
Eckler.
Eckler.
I would fuck
Bell and
heavy with
Eckler.
that, man.
I'm
Absolutely.
telling you, I might go there.
Who does? Oh no. Indy has Jonathan Taylor, so I don't think it's gonna be Indy.
Yeah, and they also have Hines, who is a great.
99.
Yeah,
Hines is a great receiving back.
I don't know. This is gonna be interesting. He's gonna be signed within the week. I think
he's-
guaranteed
there's-
within the week.
He's still playing next week. There's no way a team
Yeah.
passes up the entire week without Bell being on a team. He probably won't get that many touches because he has to learn the playbook, but he's definitely.
And
gonna
I guess
sign.
you also got, how much does Jacksonville like their boy? What's his name? Robinson.
Robinson will be there. Robinson's fine. He's a stud.
he's
good.
sick.
Yeah, he's a stud.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be New England.
New England was one of the first teams that came to my mind.
They're
Bel-
they're the
Belichick
only
is
team
the
I can
type
think
of
of that
guy
had
who's
a
like.
notable. Because who else doesn't have like a notable running back,
Well, the
or at
Char-
least like a halfway
I mean,
decent
the
one?
Chargers, yeah, the Chargers. But other than that, I can't.
They got
think
their
of-
two young guys now, though. I don't know if they want to like leapfrog them. Washington
Miami.
has Antonio Gibson.
Miami, yeah.
Miami, but their boy Miles Gaskin's not that bad.
Gaskin's not
I
bad.
don't know.
I like
so
Gaskin
mind
a lot.
blown right
We'll
now.
see.
What a hot take! I'm so happy that that happened while we're casting.
That's wild. I guess
Unbelievable.
leave it for next week.
See, Manny has to be on every single cast from now on. we can't do another cast without Manny.
Yeah. Elliot popped up
That's
on my
wild.
phone. I was like,
That's
what?
insanely wild.
So as I was saying before that breaking news, Big Dick Nick Foles beats Brady again, and I loved every second of it. Brady did not shake Foles' hand. Again, he didn't shake his hand during the Super Bowl. I think Foles is like the equivalent of Eli Manning right now as being his kryptonite. And
Realistically, yeah.
and I love it. And the fact that Brady just got so mad, he was yelling at his teammates, and I'm such an avid Brady hater where like I loved every second of it. And the fact that he messed up that fourth down when he thought it was third down, the GOAT, the most elite quarterback in the world, right? Yeah. Screw you.
Did you
Tom
see him
Brady.
holding up the Did you see him like?
Yeah, holding up
the
the Andrew's not gonna touch on this as a Patriot fan.
Hey, listen, he on the Patriots now, so whatever.
Um,
Believe in Cam.
Oh, Cam is gonna be nice for you guys. Speaking of quarterbacks, though, now Cowboys, Dak with the worst injury of the year. Worst injury of the year. That replay, I cringed.
Might be one of the worst I've ever seen.
That
it was bad.
I was out to dinner at Texas Roadhouse and it was on, and at the same time, the entire restaurant just went and like it was on the replay because at first, when you saw it live, you didn't realize like anything was going on, and he's just sitting there. I'm like, wait a second, his ankle is facing the wrong way.
Yeah.
And then when you look at slow mo, oh my god, and he had the giant bump on his leg because his bone's sticking out of it.
Yeah, and that's what that's what people I don't think realized. I think people because as soon as they put the bandage, the gauze on it,
that's how you know.
I was like, you don't need that for a broken ankle.
There's no broken skin.
His skin definitely got protruded by the bone.
Yeah, no. If you look, there's a picture of from like the angle of like his foot, and you can see on the sock there's a big bump. That's 100% his bone.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine the pain that Dak. I mean, he was in tears. And
yeah, I mean,
well, he first was looking at it like, oh,
yeah.
He
he didn't feel that until he got into like the ambulance.
Yeah,
that was all just emotion.
Yeah.
Then as soon as the shock wears off, he probably passed out.
100%. And he knew me right away. He went to the ground. He was waving over to the sideline.
Yeah. Oh my god, awful.
Listen, I'm very upset. I don't ever want to see an injury to someone. But regardless of who gets injured, Dak is sitting on the cart, ready to go. And I know I said this to you. All of his teammates are coming over, giving him high fives, patting him on the back, talking to him, and he's dabbing everyone up. He's talking to everyone. If that's me on the cart and I see that my ankle is not in the position it is anymore, I am looking at every single one of my teammates and saying, "Get the fuck away from me! I want meds.
Let me look at my pain meds.
I need pain meds. Like, do you look at my ankle? Do you think I want you to say I know you love me? Let me go to the locker room now." He was on the field like an extra 2 minutes. Look at my foot. It blows my mind, but he probably wasn't feeling any of that pain at that moment.
No, not until he probably got into an ambulance or something. Yeah.
He'll
come back. He'll be back.
Surgery, so he'll be out for the rest of the year. So now the Cowboys have the
Red Rocket.
The Red Rocket. Do you think the Cowboys? With Dak, as bad as I thought he was, I still thought the Cowboys had the best shot at winning the division because I think they are the best team in the NFC East. Do you still think that's the case?
Yes. So,
we got controversy.
I'm gonna explain myself right after I say this. I'm gonna explain it immediately. So no knee-jerk reactions. I think the Cowboys will do better under Andy Dalton than they do Dak, and here is why. I think with Dak under center, they did not use Zeke enough. Zeke is their method to winning. Dak liked to, which is fine. They call it was the play calling. It wasn't Dak himself. Now they're going to rely. It's going to be all Zeke, pretty much, and I think that's going to help them. Again, the defense is a question, a huge question, but I do think they still win the division.
Okay.
I think because they lost Tyron Smith and Collins, we like back to back, and losing Dak, all three of them who were like major focal points of their offense, and just going strictly through Zeke. And if they just keep on stacking the box, I don't know. And see, the thing is, like the Washington football team has the personnel to take care of those guys. My opinion.
It's just that division is just such.
It's up for grabs.
That division is terrible.
Because like, I still think right now Andy Dalton might be the best quarterback in that division.
100%.
I would say
Carson Wentz is garbage.
Yes. Wentz is terrible.
We all saw Alex Smith make a return. I don't want him on the field because I'm afraid of him getting hurt again.
I was scared every play.
Yeah.
That Alex Smith was
every play.
I was like, oh my God, please get this man off the field. I don't feel comfortable.
And Dwayne Haskins has not been good. And then you have Daniel Jones, who is, talent-wise, he's better than Andy Dalton, but his decision-making is terrible.
He's young. I think Danny
he's going to be fine.
Yeah. I think the Giants have.
I
think the Giants have a good quarterback there.
Yeah, I still think Dalton is the best quarterback in that division.
See, now I like that Andy Dalton was the backup. He's a veteran quarterback. I don't care what the Cowboys do. I don't care if they win or lose. I just need the ball thrown to CeeDee Lamb. I don't want Zeke. I don't want Zeke to get any touches. I hope it's the complete opposite. I hope they still do the same play calling. Just give my boy Lamb the ball.
Yeah,
that's all I need from the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys receivers will be fine. They have enough weapons where Dalton can kind of
they
shuck it.
I think they have the most weapons in the NFC East, and they still suck. So
yeah, their receiving core is deadly.
The best one, I think.
Yeah, when your third guy is Gallup.
Yeah, literally. But
CeeDee Lamb is nice, dude. He's so good.
CeeDee Lamb.
He's nice, dude.
He's
best, really nice.
Probably the best receiver in that draft.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah. You also have Ruggs, who. He's pretty decent too, but you don't hear about anyone but CeeDee Lamb. Like I said, Ruggs is when he was healthy, when he is healthy and playing, because he was down. Ruggs has definitely been a deep threat for the Raiders.
Yeah. But the thing is, he had 2 receptions this past Sunday, which for 118 yards. So it was like just go routes.
Yeah.
Where he just roasted their corners.
Consistency definitely goes to CD.
100%.
Yeah.
CD was making some of those catches against the Giants where I was like, how the hell did he catch that?
Yeah.
So definitely the best. Definitely the best, I think, in that draft class.
Dude, he's just getting the hang of it now. He's starting to get in rhythm now.
Exactly, and he's definitely surpassed Gallup as the number 2.
Yeah.
I would even argue that CD is.
I think he's number 1.
Yeah, because I think CD gets way more targets and looks over Amari Cooper.
I think so. I agree with that.
But going forward, what happened?
It's the Cowboys' defense that's killing them.
They are trash.
That's what's going to kill them.
They are trash.
Killing them. Their pass rush is nice.
I don't know. They just give up. They give up too much that realistically they shouldn't. They allow teams to just continue to drive down the field on them, and I don't know.
Well, as soon as they lost Byron Jones, it was a wrap.
Yeah. The team's in shambles. The team's definitely in shambles.
Yeah.
They were down 2 scores to the Giants in the first quarter. Like they
Giants went up 14-0 real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick.
That turnover.
And then they were up 17-3, and I was jumping for joy,
Wild.
man. I was like,
would have been quite the upset.
Yeah, that would have been great. Big upset.
Not as big of an upset as the one your boy called last week, though.
Yo, you did hit that.
The Miami Dolphins beating the San Francisco 49ers. Not only did they beat them,
they bent them over.
Beat them down with a 9-iron.
Dude, it wasn't even fair.
Dude, they bent them over. The 49ers
Bro.
were crushed.
Colin Kaepernick got pulled, finished the day with negative fantasy points. They scored
Who?
Oh, it's a great game.
Who did you just say?
Not Colin. Oh my God, let's say Colin Kaepernick. Jesus Christ.
I didn't want to say anything.
I was like, who did you just say? What?
Ignore that. What? Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jim was gonna say, yeah, Garoppolo.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Dude,
and
I don't know if you saw, the Garoppolo may get, the 49ers may want to go away from Garoppolo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I mean,
Really?
like, permanently?
Yeah, that was on ESPN, confirmed that there's sources saying that the 49ers are looking to maybe start moving away from Garoppolo, which I think is absurd.
I don't know about that one.
Second highest quarterback.
I
I
think
don't
that's absurd because
Yeah.
he brought you guys to the Super Bowl last year. I mean, he hasn't had a great season. He's also been hurt, but that's not. I mean, you benched him in the second half. That's not the reason now that you go ahead and say, yeah, we're going to try to remove him and.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one.
Who knows how
that's a
true
little,
it is, but that's what ESPN did confirm, that they sources
That's a little bit
said.
of a knee-jerk reaction there.
Yeah.
That's bad. You can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Absolutely.
he like the second highest paid quarterback or something like that too? So they have to unload all that money.
I don't know what his contract is. I know he's got. I think
I think he got paid a good amount of
Yeah,
money.
he got paid.
He got a lot, like a lot.
Yeah. But like, if you're the front office of the Niners, you have to realize you played better than you should have last year.
Mhm.
They should not have been that dominant.
Well,
They're coming back down to earth. Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
I don't like. Yeah, I that would really piss me off if I was Garoppolo.
The 49ers were in shambles too. I mean,
Yeah.
Listen, the Dolphins just came to play.
Bro, Fitz is keeping his job.
Fitzpatrick is that quarterback that doesn't give a shit about anything. He is just coming to play hard football. He throws his body out there every week, doesn't care if he gets hit. I love him. Him and that Viking beard, that disgusting Viking beard. Oh, God.
Dude, I actually love this Dolphins team. I do.
I'm a huge.
I love
I'm a huge
all
fan
of their
it this year.
offensive weapons.
I just
they're
want to see
great.
Tua, man. They're killing
I
me.
know.
They're killing me. If the Dolphins keep playing like this, we're not going to see Tua until next year. If that.
I don't want to see Tua this year. I'm like contemplating about it.
I want
I
to
like-
see him. Yeah.
It's gonna be cool to see if he does come out, and like I feel like once he does play, him and Devontae Parker are gonna establish a serious connection.
Dolphins are going to be
Lot-
a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need
I
one
agree
more
with that.
guy. They need one more receiver, and like a stud running back.
Well, we'll see how
That'll be sick.
Gaskin does.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Gaskin's
he
looked playing
developed.
pretty well so far.
Yeah, Gaskin's not doing bad, but like, yeah,
If they can get, maybe they're going to sign Le'Veon Bell. Yeah.
Who knows?
they
That
have
would
the
be
money to do it.
that would be the biggest FU to the Jets.
That would. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
If you want to talk about upsets, though, I was not. If I was a betting man, in no universe do I think that the Chiefs lose to the Raiders.
Yeah, I didn't think they were going to cover the
That
spread, but
I was dumbfounded that the
well,
Chiefs
people
lost.
sleep on the Raiders' offense. They really do. Derek Carr is playing very well. Josh Jacobs is one of the best running backs in the league, and their receiving core isn't bad. And they have one of the best tight ends. People sleep on their offense a lot.
Oh, Waller's great.
They shouldn't have beat the Chiefs, but people do sleep on them a lot. Like I said, the spread for that game was like 11.5. I knew there was no chance the Chiefs were going to cover that spread. But yeah, the Raiders are big. The Raiders. I mean, it could have been 1 week, but the Raiders are big.
Yeah,
Josh Jacobs is second in the league in rushing.
yeah. Jacobs was a good pickup.
Can't sleep on him. Yeah, he's
No,
good.
Jacobs was a good pickup. I was not expecting the Chiefs to lose that game.
And then you got Ruggs, you got Renfro. Apparently Nelson Aguilar is back.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was crazy. When
Eagle fans are kicking themselves.
themselves.
The Eagles have 0 receivers, and now Aguilar's lighting it up on Oakland, Las Vegas.
Poor Philadelphia. They sold
man, it's
Philadelphia sold their soul for that Super Bowl, and they will not win now for it.
Yeah.
They won that Super Bowl. They burnt their city to the ground. They sold their soul for
Yep.
that, and now they will
Yep,
they
we're
will be
good.
absolute garbage for years to come. So,
Yep.
So bad.
Whatever.
Did you know who EDP is? EDP 445.
No.
Oh, you need to look him up. Like he's like the world's biggest Eagles fan, and like he's like I announced my fanship. Like I'm no longer an Eagles fan. Like he took down all of his Eagles stuff. He's like, I'm done with the Eagles. He's
Oh
like,
my
no more
God.
videos about the Eagles. And like he hates like their GM and stuff like that. He's like, 'cause I'm sick and tired of the Eagles trying to outsmart people with their draft choices. And I'm like, I mean, honestly, they are. They're trying to outsmart their guys by getting
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts in the second round.
The Eagles had a terrible draft, if we're being real.
Horrible.
They definitely one of the worst one of the worst teams in the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Last topic for the day before we do our usual Thursday night pick, even though the Thursday night game isn't happening this week for COVID. But the NFL chief medical officer does not want to use the bubble. And I think NFL chief medical officer, whatever your name is, you, sir, are an idiot.
He's an idiot.
You look at the NHL bubble. There was not. Correct me if I'm wrong, Andrew. There's not one COVID case in the NHL.
I don't believe there was, and if there was, it was one that was a trainer, and it was like completely isolated.
Mm-hmm.
So they did perfectly fine. The NBA didn't have any at all. They were in a bubble.
Playoff baseball is in a bubble. They are completely fine. And then you have the NFL, who mostly the Tennessee Titans, who just don't want to play football.
And you know what's wild about that? They were the most problematic team. As we speak, Tuesday night football is on in Tennessee, and there's fans in the stands. I would have absolutely banned fans from the stands in that game.
If you want to talk about fans in the stands and hear stupidity, we've never touched on college football, but the Gators are going 100% capacity.
Bro, it's Florida. I don't.
100% capacity.
The whole entire
stadium holds like 50,000 people, and they are going 100% capacity for the Gators.
Does everyone have to wear masks or something?
I don't know. I mean, Florida is like open fully, so I don't know what their rules are with masks or anything. But still, I would not want to be around 50,000 people right about now.
No.
But the Gators did lose, so they are no longer number 4 in the rankings. So who we'll see if they even get that many people going to their games. But I mean, it's the Gators. People are still going to show up. But 100% capacity. But you're right, Andrew. Tennessee, with all these problematics, you still letting people into the
It's the most hilarious thing to see right now.
It's unreal. The NFL should be in a bubble. 100%. I understand. You're going to be away from your family for like, what? 3-4 months?
A while.
It's going to be a while. But would you rather
yeah.
play the sport that you love and you went into, or would you want to risk your season getting canceled? Or you possibly getting sick?
I don't know how they would. Yeah, good.
Like, they make 3 or 4 bubbles. They play all day. And that's it. Done. That's exactly what... I can vouch for hockey. I know what hockey did. It's what hockey did. You had games all day. They alternated spots, and that's it. Easy fix.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard. And
Too many people on the team, though. That's a thing.
yeah.
54-man roster, 2 teams. It's over 100 people.
And then that's
I don't
not
know if you can
including
really make a
staff
bubble with
and
that.
coaches.
Refs,
Yeah.
camera crew.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but
Oh,
it could
yeah.
be done.
They probably would have had
It
to
can
redo
be.
the schedule.
Yeah. I thought that they were going to do like all of like the dome stadiums. So it'd be like Minnesota, Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
all those.
And then you can,
like, just like
and you
in
can
and
kind
out.
of
Yeah.
schedule it the way baseball did. Like, have all the East teams play each other. It doesn't matter AFC or NFC, but have the East teams in one spot, the Central teams in one, and the West teams in the other.
Yeah.
And just kind of round robin it that way. Like, there was a way around it where this didn't have to get so messy.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, there is no Thursday night game. The Thursday night game was moved to Monday, so we're gonna have 2 Monday night games now next week. And the Thursday night game was supposed to be Chiefs-Bills. It's now going to be Chiefs-Bills on Monday at 5 p.m. It's such a weird time for a Monday game, but that is going to be the Monday night game on top of the actual Monday night game. But Andrew, you start us off. So Manny, what we do every week, me and Andrew pick the Thursday night game without the spread, just who's going to win. And whoever has the best record at the end of the football season, that person owes the other person a beer. Me and Andrew are both 2-3 on the year right now.
Stupid Jets.
So, Chiefs Bills. This is going to be one of the harder Thursday night game picks.
Might be the hardest one.
So Chiefs
Tough.
Bills, I will gladly go first. I think the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes rebound real good, and they beat the Bills. I can't see the Chiefs going 3-2.
It'd be 4-2.
The Bills.
No. Well, 4-2. I'm sorry. Yes, 4-2. I can't see
Yeah.
the Chiefs going 4-2. Thank you.
I am going to go with the team that I believe is the best all-around team in football right now. I am picking the Buffalo Bills.
So we will have different records at the end of next week.
Mm,
And now, Mr. Manny, who's your pick? We will keep track.
Chiefs 100%.
Chiefs 100%. So we have 2 Chiefs
100%.
and 1 Bill. So me and Andrew, we will have different standings now. Different records. I'm sorry, different records next week.
Yeah.
But
And we're off that day. I get to watch them. Actually, watch the game.
there we go. Yeah. However, that is it for this week. Do you guys have any last parting words before we say goodbye to our viewers?
Fins up, baby.
Manny,
Believe in the beard.
Manny, thank you so much for joining us this week. It was a pleasure to have you, and you are welcome on the podcast anytime. We love having guests. It kind of breaks up just me and Andrew talking back and forth, so thank you for coming on. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Binkz and Doodle Effect every Wednesday at 3 p.m. That is if you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening on anywhere you listen to podcasts, minus Apple because they will not approve us, so screw you, Apple. Leave a 5-star review, and if you leave a 5-star review with a comment and we see it, we will give you a shout out on the following week's podcast. If you are on YouTube, comment down below on what you want to hear, any topics you're interested in hearing. We will definitely talk upon it. But like I said, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and until next week, guys, peace out.
Deuces.
There.